Hello again, welcome back. One thing I feel is pretty understated by the DBD community is how pivotal your early game performance is. On either side, a single mistake can be the difference between a pretty challenging but winnable round, or the most miserable thing you'll ever play. For killers, mistakes are a lot easier to make and much more readily apparent than it is for survivors. That isn't to say that the early game is the exact same for every killer, because some killers have a much easier time and others. The setup killers are kinda notorious for having an awful early game, and Plague is no exception to that. So it might be a bit of a shock to see how much stronger she is compared to the rest of them, even when she's in the worst state she's ever been. Now that isn't due to Plague's traps just being a small portion of her power, nor is it due to survivors' tendency to willingly walk into them. If people willingly walked into bear traps the same way they do contaminations, Trapper would be infinitely better, but that's a conversation for a different day. What Plague is trying to set up is an environment that allows for both purges to quickly snowball around. Something that's a lot easier said than done, especially when you remember that she's gaslighting 4 actual human beings to get away with this. Granted, the payoff is ending a round in under a minute, so it's well worth the heavier workload. But that's not the reason why she's so dominant. The reason for Plague's strength in these trying times comes entirely from the one thing she is the undisputed champion at: punishing survivor mistakes. Against most killers, making a mistake is costly but manageable. A few are particularly good at punishing specific mistakes, but Plague, she's the only killer to start aura farming off one. Even if she's been heavily distracted for 3 whole gens and hasn't done a lick of setup,
Bird.
Corrupt and Vile can still tear multiple people in half in quick succession. It's just that you haven't set up the prime conditions for either purge. Fortunately, survivor mistakes temporarily meet those conditions, which if Adiris is able to recognize that mistake and is nearby to actually capitalize on it, opportunistically capitalizing on a survivor's mistake will straight up win you games, even if you're facing down a near impossible situation. That's the reason why Plague has to spend ages setting up, has no mobility tools, no anti-loop, no gen pressure, no straightforward sources of information, and why she's punished so severely for her own mistakes. This is all well and good if you know what you're doing, but not every Plague does. There's 2 mistakes I see very often with newer Plagues. Some of them will just wait around for a survivor to make a mistake in front of them, or they will go out of their way to not capitalize on anything tasty. To address that first mistake, Plague isn't a passive character. You need to get active, not only because survivors are more prone to make mistakes if you're an active threat, but you're also removing vital resources. If there's nothing to help anyone recover from their own mistakes, survivors just die. Honestly, that's why you full send at enemy gamers, because even if you don't get anyone else, you're still removing resources. You're quite literally eating your cake and someone else's too. Now, to address the other issue, it's gonna be pretty difficult because there are millions of different mistakes a survivor can make. But I can show you some massive ones that can end the game in a spectacular fashion. I'll be breaking down these mistakes made in each match, starting with one where 3 gens popped from my first chase. This is a terrifying situation for any killer. But if there's anyone on our ever-expanding roster of murderers and maniacs who can clutch a near impossible situation, it's definitely...
So, we've got... Oh, damn, we got a strong window? Do we have the funny door? No, we don't. Same setup as we had earlier, I'm feeling. Now, the fun fact about this is if you either spawn on that side of the map, they're always on this side. But if you spawn on this side, they're always on the opposite side. But if you spawn on the sides, I think they spawn split. No, at Shack. Or at main building. Either or, really. Oh, gulp. Oh, I barely missed. Oh, man, I was so... Oh, hi. Hi. You're just gonna keep running in a straight line? Holy, she is! Wait, aura farming? No. You're her. Yeah, there you are. Sorry about that, I just had to hit the spirit player, it's fine. Bop. Okay. So, there's usually, like, if you're playing this like a try-hard Sweatlord Assassin, there's usually, like, 2 ways you play this map. You either, like, hard lock one side of the map, which would either be the side with the most gens, but considering we ran to, the opposite end, because, funny, we're definitely not. Oh, gulp. That is, well, indicative of the current climate for Plague, I guess. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, 1 chase, 3 gens pop. Chills! Gulperton? Yeah, that's a solid Gulperton. What can I say? It might take me 20 years to fully infect you. No? Oh, I could have gotten it down there, by the way, if I swung. Hi! What are you doing, bud? Oh, dude, this character is cooked! I'm so happy he, like, fumbled that. He, like, pressed every single, like, button on his keyboard besides the ones that would make him live. Oh my god. Do we have anything? No. Ow. Oh, yeah? Actually, what if I just, like, built up, Beast of Prey? Thoughts? Oh, yeah? You got me chem-trapped? I'm gonna lock you in the side of the map. Thoughts? 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 Literally nothing ever happens. I eat a chem-trap, nothing ever happens. Thoughts? Oh, hey. Dude, I'm at 1 gen. Yeah, let me check the recording real quick. Dude, this game is like 4 minutes long. What happened? Genuinely, what the f happened? No slowdown? Gulp. Actually, just a 4-minute game. Thoughts? I'm guessing that's Deja Vu Resilience players, because... this shit is rough for a silly little gamer. Ooh. That's kind of clean. Not where I wanted, though. But... that's fine. Mm-hmm. That's kind of clean. Hi, Dwight. Oh. Oh. You know, 4-minute game and they all died? Chills? Actual chills? Okay, well, you know what? I'll take that. Holy chills. Actual chills. Oh, that's delightful. Simply delightful.
As much as it hurts to lose multiple gens that quickly, it can actually be a massive mistake for both sides. Like we saw, this results in one side of the map being heavily stacked with objectives. That alone forces survivors to group up, but with the addition of a hooked teammate, they've been forced into a position where they have to make that mistake or else they're letting someone die for literally free. Hooking someone in a position that funnels multiple survivors into an area is basically setting the team up to fail. In these type of situations, someone is bound to make a mistake, and when they do, it's usually a really entertaining one.
You know what's my least favorite part about this map? It's like every time you load in, there's a variation where this map, like this setup, like I don't like breaking the walls, man. Like I just wish there was like a perk where you could just like walk through them. You know what I mean? I don't care that it'd be like 9 times, like the 50 times glass was not strong enough. Like honestly, I kind of want a perk like that. We just like power walk through it, you know? Gulperton? I'm actually shocked that it is. Okay. Wait, this is actually evil. Wait, this is fucking evil. You see that up there? Okay, that was multiple people. Gulp. Show yourselves, cowards. Show yourselves. Oh? Oh, I thought you were doing what I thought you were doing. You were not doing... You are doing what I thought you were doing! Oh, poor Meg. Thought you could hide from me? Look at you. It's a little bit silly. Ugh. Woo, chills. Okay, I'm gonna let Sable reset. I know she would be a tastier pick to put in the basement, but like... Actually, she would be a tastier pick to put in the basement, wouldn't she? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You are a very tasty morsel. I'm gonna put you in the basement. Yummers. Well. I don't know where Steve went. Gulperton? Uh-oh. Round 2? Thoughts? Dude, holy fucking wombo comboed. Okay, one more. Uno mas, come on.
So, let's talk about what the survivors could have done to avoid this situation. Besides the obvious. Not only did Meg and Steve make the exact mistake of not checking for nearby corrupt fountains, but they didn't give me any time to actually leave so they could rescue safely. Now, the consequences of this are pretty obvious, but the team made another big mistake when trying to salvage the game. Not jumping into lockers. You see, lockers is one of the biggest counters to corrupt, since it continues to regress while Plague is carrying someone, and no matter how Plague decides to deal with that situation, it gives the other survivors enough time to escape the basement. There's nothing Plague can do about that, by the way. Seriously, if your back is against the wall and you've exhausted all avenues of dealing with corrupt, jumping in lockers will straight up save you from one of the stupidest maneuvers a Plague can pull.
Oh my god, Purge City. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Purge City time. Purge City time. Who loves Purge City? I do! Ooh, good juke. Okay, that just missed. Well, now? Holy f***, I love Purge City! Let's go! Purge City! We're on Purge City! Woo! I love Purge City. Purge City time. Let's go. I love Purge City. I love Bird City. I love Bird City. I love Purge City. I love Purge City. I love Purge City.
And here's, I'm quite concerned about the amount of anti-tunneling perks floating around lately. Ah, splendid. I just want to give a special thank you to our channel member, Fat Pug. And I also want to thank Erica and RJ for the help with this video. I really do appreciate all of the support. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for watching this video.